Hey, everybody. So, oh God, this has been a crazy morning. Obviously, everybody in the world is looking at this Gabby Petito situation. We have a school shooting that has actually happened too that I have been looking at. Um, okay. They were having a live feed on this school shooting. I'll get more information in a second. What's up, AFC Podcast? Please go over there and show my friend at the AFC some love. He has been so good to us on this YouTube streets. And more than anything, he's good to kids and he advocates for children, which is, kind of freaking rare anymore. Good day. Hello, Haiti. Hello. Seeing you on Chasing Live was awesome. You two are the most genuine, relatable people, women on YouTube. Well, that is a huge compliment. Chasing is like, she's just great. She's just genuine. And we're having some bad weather around here today, so we might be a little bit weird with the connection. So we're going to try to get through this like right now. Okay, here we go. I think I'm back. Connie, hello. She says she's finally catching a stream, and it's just, yeah, it is a crazy case, but welcome. We're glad to see you. Swamp Dog, hello. I don't know about voice of reason, but I do have a voice. We don't know. The reason is still out there. What's up, Lexa? Natasha, hey, baby. Y'all, please say some prayers for Natasha. She's got some family stuff going on right now. Natasha McMillan, and we just love the support. Appreciate it over here. Lisa, hello. It is Stacy Cree, MTGV. I get my letters at dyslexia. Kicks my ass. What's up, Cree? How's everything going? I have not forgot about us sharing our stories with the members. Saba, hello. Yeah, you have nieces, nephews, heard. Oh yeah, I mean, this is awful. It would be really the equivalent of because my 19-year-old, she's like that. If she, it wouldn't shock me if she calls us, well, Mom, I'm thinking about, doing this hippy dippy shit. Now I'm gonna have to like pin her down. It's never gonna happen. In fact, just don't even walk outside. That's where I'm at. What's up, sister? Hello. So I do have a couple stories that I wanted to get into because y'all know we talk about everything over here, mainly children issues, children's rights, things like that. So we've been covering Alicia Navarro over here, and the 15th is 2 years. So I'm going to read an article from her mother, and then I'm going to talk about custody exchanges, and then we will finish out the stream with Gabby. Rest in peace. I just save it. So let's get through these couple because I know a lot of y'all are ready to talk about Gabby, but I will say this with them, and there is still no summer. No. With them finding her body, I will be posting updates about Brian and things like that. But it's not going to be a 24/7 thing over here. But those of y'all that are with the channel, y'all know that. So, but in that, just to be completely honest, there's a million other missing people cases that need awareness, and we just try to do that over here. But this one's pretty incredible. I've been following it like crazy, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely been one I have been watching. So let's go ahead. I want to share this article about Alicia Navarro. She has been missing out of Glendale, Arizona. She's been missing 2 years. It was 2 years on the 15th. Oh, and okay, well, I'll get to that in a second. Man, I have a lot of things I want to share with y'all. Okay, but let's read this. I'm probably not going to read all of it. Just, let's see. It's been 2 years, and this was on the 15th. Today's the 20th, so we're a few days behind, but this baby's still missing, and she still needs to be found. Part of me is missing. Glendale mom fights to find daughter who disappeared 2 years ago. And Mel did a good video for Alicia. Kendall Ray did a really good one for Alicia. So please make sure y'all go check this out. Share this baby's picture. Her mother firmly believes, as so do police, that she was lured away. She's high-functioning autistic. She's on medication, and she hasn't had it in 2 years. And let's dive into this. On September 15th, 2019, Alicia Navarro left a handwritten note in her bedroom in Glendale home promising she would be back. She was 14 at the time. 2 years have passed since Alicia's Mother Jessica Nunez has not heard or seen any trace of her daughter. Let's see. Alicia was diagnosed with autism at a young age, and Nunez fears the challenges she must be facing on her own, especially during the pandemic. Her gravest fear, however, is that she was abducted. On the secondary anniversary of her disappearance, Nunez remains determined to find her daughter and use any resource at her disposal to bring her home safe. When they say any resource available, this mother has done it. But before the resources came and the billboards came and the videos came, there was nothing. She was reported missing and nothing happened, right? So mom is out there in her own neighborhood at all hours of the night. She would find herself in the sketchiest of places alone, trying to find her child. She said, you know what? I'm going to go out here and be the change. And she has been, I just can't say enough. I just cannot say enough about Alicia's mom, and just prayers to her and her family. 2 years, her life has been dedicated to looking for her missing daughter. And honest to goodness, Alicia, they feel like she was speaking to people online, particularly one person. And she started acting a little bit different. And yeah, they think she was lured out. And kids, they can make a bad decision. And you're not afforded that opportunity now. The world is a very ugly place, and you can't even leave for a few hours and come back. She had every intention of coming back. This tragic event has become a symbol of human resilience and strength of a mother's love. A case has reached nationwide attention. Alicia's disappearance has resonated in the hearts of families, organizations like the Anti-Predator Project, the National Children for Missing Exploited Children, law enforcement agencies who have joined in the search. Let's see. I'm not going to read all of this, but the article is placed in the description box. On September 13th, 2019, Alicia asked her mother if she could stay home from school. Alicia had recently started classes at Bergdale Catholic High School. Excuse me. In Phoenix, Nunez said it was all right, as she figured Alicia was feeling nervous about school. The following day, Alicia and Nunez spent the day together, even visiting a chocolate factory. According to Nunez, Alicia seemed happy that day. In the early hours of September 15th, Alicia had asked her mom what time it was when she was going to bed. At some time in the following hours, Alicia left. That morning, her mother woke up to a handwritten note left in Alicia's bedroom that read, "I ran away. I will be back. I swear. I'm sorry, Alicia." And here's the note. Nunez said Alicia was a simple girl who mostly kept to herself, except for with a small group of friends that she's known since kindergarten. She was also a gamer, Alicia was. And her mom, she really tried to navigate through, the internet use and things like that. I mean, her mother tried, and a lot of parents, they find themselves, they're unequipped to deal with a lot of the trappings that come with the online presence. And if you just don't know, you don't know, you know what I mean? And she never asked for brand clothes or anything like that. She remembers that Alicia identified herself on the first day of school as introverted, nerdy, and shy. So I think maybe one day this week we will just take another deep dive into Alicia. I have a playlist on Alicia. I should have put it in the description. I'll try to remember. Let me hop back over here to y'all. Those of y'all just join in. I got a couple stories, and then we're going to get into Gabby Petito. Let's see. Law enforcement said this child's missing. Women. What law enforcement said about this missing child? They have been on board with searching with the mother, and they feel like she was trafficked. And to me, that's what it seems like. Anybody who has ever followed this story, hey BL, welcome baby. This mom, every time break your heart. I mean, she's dedicated to finding her missing child, and there is no in between. Her life is her missing child, and my heart just goes out to her. It just goes out to her. Hey April, welcome baby. Let me know when you do the live on. I will, honey. I will. All right. So it's 2-year anniversary. I wanted to, if you see Alicia, if you've seen Alicia, any sightings, this is Glendale, Arizona. She could literally be anywhere by now. Call 1-800-THE-LOST. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. As other links are. Alicia Navarro, 2015, 2019, 2 years. It was on the 15th. So we just continue prayers, and we are watching this story. So I wanted to go over. I know some of y'all listen. I know some of y'all are here. Whatever. I'm not apologizing. Some of this stuff is so important to me. And custody exchanges apparently could be dangerous. Little did I know. Let's get into these articles. I do want to read y'all something though really fast. Now, those of y'all are familiar with Malia Bass, the sweet baby that was murdered last summer. Well, Travion, ABC 123 idiot, he was in court today. Eric Long, he has been fabulous. He's been on the scene. He's got a Facebook group. He has been dedicated to this case, and he does great work. This is what he wrote. He said, the court hearing for Travion has ended. I spoke briefly to the prosecutor after the hearing. Next step for his part of the case is to first settle his probation, revocation, and then his current charges. Travion Thompson was on deferred adjudication probation for an armed robbery, and that probation was revoked. The court will have a hearing to determine what to do about the revocation. If Mr. Thompson opts out to go to trial on his current charges, it likely won't be until 2022. Let's see. By the way, I saw the Observer connect to the Zoom meeting. It looks like the Zoom meetings are back for the foreseeable future in the 209th, which is great. I'm glad we're able to connect. So he's just talking about the Zoom meetings and people being able to watch, but shout out to him on Facebook. He's been doing a fabulous job covering the Malia Bass case. And yeah, we're here for it because Sahara Irvin, Travion Thompson, ABC 123, in the Satan herself, Sahara, should I say? Yeah, the baby needs justice. What they did to her was awful. Hey Mariah, hey Voiceless. I so appreciate you stopping by to show support. I'll take it. Oh, speaking of showing support, y'all are the fucking true MVPs. Sorry, I'm gonna try to watch my language. Y'all are the true MVPs. You know why? Because I got my 4K. Praise God. Thank y'all so much for everybody that stuck it out with me. And I'm so grateful. So, so grateful. And I look to many, many, many more to come. All right. So I'm going to read a couple articles about child custody. I'm going to get into these stories. And then we're going to read 8 reasons how to be safe at these custody exchange. So, but yeah, check this out, guys. This is getting crazy. Okay, so this one happened a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to get to one that just happened a couple days ago. And this is custody exchanges. Y'all know when y'all have shared custody with somebody? And you go to a certain spot? Well, sometimes it can get dangerous, apparently. Let's see. The busy, and some of y'all may have heard about this. The internet is going crazy today. Well, it's raining, storming here in Tennessee. Okay. A busy parking lot at Mary's Vineyard Shopping Center. Visalia. I probably butchered it. It's fine. Words kick my ass. Become a crime scene just after 2:40 Saturday afternoon. Now, like I said, this was a couple weeks ago. I'm going to read another one, and there's a point to this. For hours, detectives focused on 2 cars parked near the KFC where they found a man and a woman with gunshots. Let's see. Through our investigation, we had determined that the male and female had prior relationship with each other, and the male actually was the shooter in the incident. Authorities say the woman was a 24-year-old Woodlake, 24 from Woodlake, and the man was 22 years old. They have children together. They were there for a custody exchange. That was the reason why they had came. Let's see. However, there were no children present. Oh, so they knew. They had been left in the care of a family member in a different city. Let's see. The man is currently receiving treatment and is said to be in critical condition. Experts say the deadly domestic violence have been on the rise in the past year. Tragic endings like this one are worst case scenario. Okay. So I'm going to jump over here. I'm kind of speeding through these guys because I've got a lot I wanted to kind of show y'all and go over with y'all. So let me hop back over here to y'all. I want to show y'all this other story that literally just happened a couple days ago. And I seen, what? Hold on, y'all. It kicked me out. I had 2 StreamYards pulled up. Good grief. All right. Let me show y'all this other one. I guess the screen didn't share. Okay. Well, this one just happened like 2 days ago. Let's see. Man, shot in the face. He is in critical condition, though. But I saw on Facebook, I follow like men's rights with family and kids and things like that. I follow some of these groups. And Dad Talk Today was the group, but he said our, custody exchanges dangerous. Well, and apparently they are. Or they can. Shot in the face during a custody exchange in Warren Police Station parking lot. Man. And this is Warren, Michigan. Police are investigating a shooting that occurred Saturday afternoon in a parking lot of Warren Police Department Civic Center, South Station. According to authorities, the shooting happened at 4:40 p.m. at the police station, located near the intersection of 9 Mile Road and Van Dyke Avenue. Police said 2 groups of people met at the police department to exchange custody of a child, and a 26-year-old man was shot in the face by a 23-year-old boyfriend of the child's mother. Always a disgruntled, stupid boyfriend or girlfriend around. Is there like no shortages of stupid, significant people that you just rush into your children's life, right? Never a shortage. The victim was rushed to the hospital where he's in critical condition, but he is expected to survive. Police said the suspected gunman has been taken into police custody. There are no threats to the general public. So listen, guys, if y'all don't think it's right that people get rights to see their own child, take it to court, okay? Who in the world does who is allowing this to happen? Mom, you thought it was a good idea that, you just take take it into your own hands. You allow a boyfriend to act a plumb donkey. Now, guess what? I'm going fair to say this ain't going to look good for you in court, ma'am. This is going to look really awful for you in court. Hold on, y'all. I got a spinning wheel. Oh, I hate it when it rains here. I love the rain, but unfortunately, till they finish laying this fiber up here, I get the spinning wheels. All right. Let me hop back here to you. Tricat. Did y'all not see that one either? I don't know why in the world it's not sharing the damn screens. But anyways, y'all get the picture. Hey, Cement. So, okay. Wait a minute. Browser can't access your screen. Did y'all see the screen that I just had up? I don't know what in the world is going on. Let's see. Here we go. And the Newport News cannot send your babies to school no more. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying earlier, Good Day, is that there was a school shooting. Let me see if I could find anything else about. Hey, Irish guy. Welcome, baby. Raining, Hayden here, Minnesota. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. It's acting crazy, but yeah, most of the time. What's up, Toxic? Well, Leanne. Hey, Leanne. Okay. What's up, Cement? All right. Yeah, I'm praying too. I'm always praying. It's a good thing to do. Pray. There was something else I wanted to tell y'all for y'all to be aware of and pray about. It's my community members. I cannot remember. Okay. So, okay. Let's see. I did have, okay. So, I came across this in this article. Let me see if it's shared. Because it's acting crazy right now, my damn internet. In the Gabby Petito case, I ran across this article and it was kind of questioning the handling under about the case. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. It's not sharing the screen, so give me a half a second. Man, I can't. As much as I'm not thrilled about all this 5G shit, I will be happy to be able to have a stream that doesn't give me the spinning wheel. I think they did it on purpose. Way more issues now since they started laying the wires and stuff. I don't know if y'all are like that. I'm trying to get through these so I can see the chat and we can like have a real dialogue. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying. I got the damn spinning wheel. God, this is super irritating. It's okay. It's all, hits and misses, and y'all know that I'm slowly growing the channel. I will say this. I got some more decent equipment. Hubby went out and bought me a pair of really nice Beat headphones. So y'all probably going to see me in the headphones. I thought I could avoid it, but you can hear better with them on. What the? I got a spinning wheel, y'all. I'm not trying to be ridiculous. So, do we know, have there been confirmation, real confirmation, not fake confirmation, that Brian has been seen in Florida since the since the first? Well, let's just go with the first. When they say that, do we have any concrete anything that says that he is actually been in Florida? So, and I'm going to go out and come back in really fast. So it's not going to end the stream. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Is everything good? Okay. So there is, my nerves are shot. You need a drink. Oh my goodness. So there is, okay. So who is the confirmation, right? Who, hey, no, sweetheart. Hey, I ain't seen you in forever. Welcome, sweetie. So far, all I've heard is allegedly. So yeah. So when in the world do we? Okay, besides his mom and dad, I'm just gonna say besides mom and dad because to me, mom and dad are sketch as fuck. Now, excuse me, maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe they don't know anything, but we are on the heels of Crystal Smith and the Aiden Fauci, whatever the hell his kid's name is, right? So we know that parents will cover up some shit. So, I mean, do we have anything besides when the parents said that he's been seen? And let me share this article if I can, if my damn laptop will allow it. Let's see, like real confirmation. Hey, Tom, welcome, baby. Okay, let me make sure y'all can see what I'm seeing. Okay, good. All right. Hey, Amanda Espita, please go and show my friend some love. Amanda Espita, she has her own channel, and she's been all over this case. So let's read this article. Let me excel that. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right. Authorities dropped the ball by letting the boyfriend of missing Long Island native, and this is the New York Post, I believe. Authorities dropped the ball by letting boyfriend of missing Long Island native Gabby Petito slip through their fingers, even though he was the sole person of interest in her disappearance. Law enforcement experts told the Post on Sunday. Brian Laundrie, 23, took off from his Northport, Florida home Tuesday, saying that he was there for a hike, never returned. Now, can we stop here? You come home the first. You've been home 10 days. You don't tell your parents where she's at. You don't say what happened. Well, we don't know if he told his parents, okay? But they did outwardly. They don't speak to anybody, right? So he's trucking along. He's like, oh, I'm hiding in the house. I'm not cooperating. I'm not speaking. Nobody's cooperating or speaking. Get my backpack. Mom, Dad, I'm going on a hike. Okay, son, no worries. Complete and utter bullshit. Oh, now is the time to go on a hike? Y'all didn't think it was fucking sus? It's beyond sus. And let me not project, but I'm gonna be real honest. When the fuck did he even really get back? When the crap did he even get back? I'm trying to watch my F words. Let me keep going into this. He went hiking. There's so much wrong with these parents' story. Okay, like it's an insane amount of things wrong with the optics of all of this. Brian Laundrie, let's see. But they didn't tell cops he was missing until 3 days later. Well, I would say they didn't want to tell cops until their yard was saturated with media and onlookers and neighbors and pissed off concerned citizens. I just think it's really strange that it wasn't until their yard was taken over by strangers. That's when they called police. Maybe I'm wrong. But I really think that they picked that time. They could have called earlier in the day. They could have, they could have done all kind of things. They should have immediately placed him under surveillance, said Ed Gavin, an expert of missing persons cases and former acting chief of New York City Administration, the Children's Services. Immediately. They should have been all over him. The fact that they let him out of their sight is a no-no. Time is of the essence with these investigators. Something else too. What was it? The chief, 24 hours before the parents say they haven't seen this guy since Tuesday. 24 hours, right? The chief is on camera saying, we know exactly where he's at. Well, where is he? I'm not going to say, but we know. You know what? You know what the fucking parents have told you? No, did you see it? Did the police see Brian there? Anybody see Brian there before the police? God. Petito was last seen in late month. Okay, we know all this. Let's see. Missing woman's mom reported her missing on September 11th. Okay. I think, what would I do if I was running the investigation? It's ask for permission to look at Schmidt's phone because you don't want to alienate the family. You want to do it as a cooperative. Away as possible former FBI agent Oliver Frenchie said. You want to look at the phone, see if there's anything was deleted, see exactly what kind of conversations they were having, and looking at the whole thing. So, I mean, it's crazy. I agree. This article's pretty long, but I just wanted to, we're not the only ones saying it. A lot of people are pissed off about this. Let me see. I don't believe Brian's parents either. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, why would anybody believe them? He always left his phone. Let's see. Amanda, where? Let's see. Leave It to Beber. There has been an audio release from him hitting her. What? Where? Let me see it. Where at? If y'all have it, you meant say allegedly. Are you talking about the police cam footage or no? Something different. Yeah, we can show it. Let me see. Your channel. Okay, you want me to show it? Let me see. Let's go over here. And this is Amanda S. Vita. And I will get the link in just a second. Give me a minute. I'm pulling it up now. Unless I have a mod in here that wants to drop it, but I can pull it in just a second. I will drop her link. And thank you, Amanda. She's another one that has been good to us on these YouTube streets over here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, hold on 1 second.
Gerald, balloon.
Whoa, I clicked a Watts one. Hold on. No, we don't want nothing to do with the Watts. Okay, let's see. Whoa, where the hell am I at? Here we go. 18 hours ago. Yeah, okay. I'm getting there. I don't know what I clicked, but this video is very use. Right. Hold on, y'all. Give me a half a second. I don't know. I clicked something and it took me. I can't. What? Okay, here we go. Here we go. That was weird. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Gentlemen, 5-6 years.
All right, hold on. I'm going. Let me get over here to y'all so I can share the screen. And this is a. Let me real quick. Let me get while I'm over here. Let me get her webpage. Drop it in the chat. Thank you, Amanda, for letting me know. Oh, thank you. Thank you very Mary. You're amazing. Thank you. I don't have to drop it. Okay, let's see. Stop sharing. Share. Yeah, please, y'all make sure you go sub to Amanda. She's been covering this. I can mail. And let me say a shout out to Ike and Mail. He got his 50K and then some. Praise God. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see.
Gentlemen, 5-6 years. Florida license plate, white land. Gentlemen, 5-6 years. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
But what did you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Wow.
Gentlemen,
Where's it at?
So this must be the guy. Was this guy's name Chris? Maybe I think was his name. His last name was redacted. Let's listen again.
6 years. Florida license plate, white land. Gentlemen,
Where's it at?
5-6 years. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
But what did you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yeah.
So y'all know too, like in between the two with the 911 calls, excuse me, or with the police camera footage. He says she jerked the wheel when the cop asked. She's like, no, like I didn't do it. In hindsight, the way that he's kind of narrating and kind of like, he's fishing for information. Well, can I be arrested? I mean, the cops probably took it. Well, can I be arrested as opposed to her? No, he was generally asking, what do you have? Just people will tell you who they are if you listen. And the same thing with this.
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
I'm going to be honest, too. Like, my opinion about the whole 911 and the police, I don't think the police handled it bad. But I think in any other situation, I promise you, I'm going to jail. If I'd acted like that, I'm going to jail. And him, too. They have an actual witness. This guy, thank you, Amanda, for letting me know about this. This guy physically saw him hit her. So they have, and he's got he's got shit on his face. Okay, they should have both went in my opinion. They should have both went in. I'm going to listen to it one more time and then get back to the chat.
Gentlemen, 5-6 years. Florida license plate, white land. Gentlemen, 5-6 years. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
But what did you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yeah.
See, and he said, and somebody said, there was a grab in the face. He was trying to get her off of him. But a grab and a slap is different, right? Especially from a distance. I would think you could, tell the difference.
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
All right, hold on. Let me get back here to y'all. Let me see. Wow. Yeah. Hey, PC. You're such a hero. Who's such a... Nobody's a hero over here. I don't know what that means. Let's see. But welcome to the stream. Let's see. Who is Chris? I think the guy... Okay. I thought the guy's name was Chris. Whoever originally called this in, I thought his name was Chris, and they redacted the last part. 72 hours in jail could have saved her life. Well, I mean, anything. Let me see. Bill, thank you very much. So Chris is the guy who called. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Very Mary, I need you to finish Facebook so I can message you. Thank you. Okay, so what was I gonna say? All right. So what do y'all think about that? I've went back and listened to the police footage, and I'm gonna be real honest. I hate, and I pulled something else too. I wanted y'all to listen to this. I don't agree with everything this woman is saying. Her name is Pam Brown. She put out something, apparently she covers true crime and things like that. I haven't heard of her until this, but I do hate that this was released. I really kind of hate that this police footage was released, because it doesn't paint her in a good light. I know that may sound awful, but there is a part of me that feels like some shit is just not for everybody. Now I'm not police and whatever, but I do hate that this was out here like this. And she just seemed like a girl that got in way over her head. Was so obvious. Police took his side when it stopped. Yeah, I mean, I just think the cop automatically identified with Brian's story. Now, I don't say with the situation, but with his story. I think he told a story. You know what I mean? And and the cop was like, "Oh yeah." The cop's like, "Well, I got a crazy old lady, blah blah blah." But no, it's deeper than that. And yes, rest in peace. I mean, he knew something. So, based off the police footage, right? Because that kind of gives you an insight to him a little bit. We don't really know him. People are not going to post how they are, in their YouTube videos and things like that, as far as like vlogging. With that being said, do y'all think he's capable of taking his own life, or do you think he's a classic narcissist and going to rock this till the wheels fall off? If you think that he's hiding, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that he might have went off to off himself, will you put a 2 in the chat? I'm just trying to see what y'all think, because I don't know. I'm kind of torn. But I don't know. Let's see. It tells you all you need to know about the boyfriend and his family. Oh my God, Lisa, 1,000%. 1,000. Hey, Boo Will. Welcome, baby. Yeah, I mean, I think it's awful. Haiti, yeah. I don't know. Like, a part of me is like the whole thing was like whatever. Hey, Antoinette, welcome, baby. I just think though a part of me is like, nah, he may have this, that, and other, but I don't know. So, hey, Blind Squirrel, welcome, baby. So what do we know about this note? I wanted to also look at the statement that his family released. Well, I don't even know if I want to look at it. It was so, I think it was a little insulting. I think his family statement was a little bit insulting, honestly. And really and truly, buddy, nobody wants to hear from y'all unless you're talking about what the hell you know. That's where I'm at. Like, I think it was a slap in the face, You're anxious about hearing the autopsy report. I think that's going to be a big determining factor, Leanne. I really do. If you look in the videos and everything, which, there's reports coming out about the relationship and things like that, unless he went to the country, no extradition treaty in the U.S. Yeah. The family blames Gabby, not their son. Oh my God. Oh, God. One of those people, huh? They're one of those. If let me tell you something. If there is like Shanann Watts, like vibes and people coming, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit. Because listen, I don't care how a person is. You don't take their life. This girl is 22 years old. So she had plenty of time to change her life. You know what? And maybe she wanted things in her life. Maybe it hurt her feelings that he didn't believe in her. Maybe she wanted to do this thing together, right? And maybe they were on different pages, And I'm not so quick to believe all the stuff coming out about her necessarily, because guess what? She's 22. Do you know how many times that my kid, like I have a 21-year-old, and well, she'd be 22, and I have a 19-year-old, and I have a 17-year-old, and I have a 7-year-old, right? You know how many times, say Bobby's marry me, oh God, yeah. Do y'all know how many times that they have done something to where I'm just like, what? Like, I could say all kinds of stuff that would paint them in a bad light. That doesn't make that who they are. So well, I say all that to say, just because people are coming out saying things about her or she had problems with it, none of that shit matters. It doesn't matter, because kids make mistakes. We all have incidents where we showed our ass. You think he was physically abusive? I think he was definitely probably talked down to her. He was probably demeaning to her. But I mean, she even said that on the police cam footage. I'm sure that footage just probably ate her parents' lunch. It broke my heart where it was almost like she was pleading with this cop, like, and I'm sure they probably looked at her. Well, I'm not sure. Let me not say that, but there's a chance that the cops were looking at her like she was this dismissive little girl, just a silly old woman, and that happens sometimes, very much like people are looking at him like a narcissistic prick. Well, I mean, if he would have came back and said, hey, there was an accident. Hey, there was this. Hey, there was that. Yeah, it would have been an awful marriage. Brian, too, is going to miss in person. No one misses it all. Yeah, I know. I'm going to say something else, too. I don't think he ever made it to those woods. I think that was a farce to throw everybody off. If my son did something like that, I would put him in the hands of law enforcement. Hey, Nancy, welcome, baby. She was killed in August. Yeah, Nancy, I believe that, too. Let's see. I don't stand in the way of Brian's parents. I don't stand with the way Brian's parents. We are all children of somebody. Yeah. I mean, what? I mean, we saw what happened. Oh, they don't know where their son is at. I'm telling you, I don't think that they were so much worried about him as they were worried about all those people on their property. Why? Why did they wait to where the people are fucking over it and they're just on the property? Now they need to call police, right? Now they need to say, well, I think he's missing. No. He's on the run. He's something. I don't know what he is. Maybe he went off to take his own life. Maybe, but he didn't go on a fucking hike. He is not missing. He went gone. He got gone. That's what he did by choice. Those marks on him on the body cam footage are obvious self-defense. Yes. Oh, yeah. It totally could be. It totally could be, It's sad. So many people. Yeah, it is sad. Now, let me say this, too. He had his whole life ahead of him. Now, I don't feel very much sympathy for him, but he's young too. What the hell happened? But I really think she just got ate up. I just think she got in over her head. She was trying to live this, van life, this silly life. And thank you. I'm going to play this one more time and then I'm going to let it off the screen. And thank you, Amanda. Please make sure you go sub to Amanda Speeda. This is the 911. Where the incident that happened on, what was it, the 10th? I think it happened on August 10th, August 11th.
Gentleman, 5-6 years. Florida license plate, white land, gentleman, 5-6 years. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Operative, but What did you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Slapping. That's so much different than grabbing the face. You know, there was an instance where, you know, he's grabbed the face. She went after him. He grabbed her to calm her down. Get up off of me. No, this guy's saying no. He was slapping her. So, you know,
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
all right. Okay. Let me get back over here to y'all. Let's see. Hey, Sapito! There was a tow truck at the parents' house now. Yeah, let me go over here and look. I was following that too. And we also, if y'all hear anything else about the school shooting, let me know. Because they were, I don't know what is going on with the school shooting. Let's see. Live. Hold on, getting it. What school shooting? When this happened? It happened today. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. I'm gonna pull this up now. All right. He was hitting her outside the vehicle. Yes, that's what they're saying. I'm looking at the school shooting now. They're probably taking the Mustang if I had to guess, but I could be wrong. Okay, I got the press conference for the school shooting. Hey, Dr. Emmett, welcome, baby. All this uproar about internet couples sure would be nice if people had this enthusiasm about thousands of citizens being held hostage by the Taliban. Yeah, no, I agree. There's 100 other missing persons cases and unsolved crimes. No, I completely agree. Evil Ducky, welcome, baby. I don't know if anybody's mentioned this. Friends of Brian subreddit have done some digging, and it's connected to known trolls subreddit. Please don't take it. Perfect. Thank you, Evil Ducky. Thank you. Is zooming in what they're doing. Okay. Thank you, Sepida. Let me go back and look. I'm pulling it up now. Yeah, because they got the aerial. So let's see. Hold on. All right, I got it. I'm pulling it up now.
WFLA now will begin momentarily.
There we go. No worries, Cement. Yeah, we don't really talk about politics over here, but I appreciate your comment, and I completely agree with it. I really do. There's tons of shit that could be talked about, for sure, for sure. Yeah, the ban has been gone.
WFLA now will begin momentarily.
I got a press conference on the school shooting we're watching in just a second. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Breaking news on WFLA Now. Here is JB Buno.
A live look here outside of Brian Laundrie's home in Northport, Florida, as now a tow truck here has arrived here to the block in Northport where the media is gathered, where, of course, the FBI and authorities executed a search warrant at the Laundrie
What do y'all
home
think about the
earlier
note
today. Hey there, folks. JB
they
Buno
found
here with you live on WFLA Now. Still have Share to Help activated here as we continue to look out for Brian Laundrie, wherever he may be. Still a missing person here out of Northport, Florida. But we're looking here live at a tow truck that has just pulled up here to the scene to the Laundrie household. Now, I want to get everybody caught up as to where we are here on this story. Earlier this morning, the FBI authorities pulled up here to the home in Northport to execute a court-authorized search warrant. In the last several minutes, we have received more details on that search warrant. We hope to have more information. We are combing through some newly obtained documents right now. We don't want to present you with that document just yet as far as what we know about that document, because we just got it in our inbox here moments ago. We're looking through it right now to decipher what it tells us about the actual search warrant that was executed this morning. We're looking here at the picture here, and I believe our photographer here is repositioning the shot here, so we're not looking here at the driveway. But let's explain what is going on here based on what we know from our reporters here at the scene. The tow truck here has been pulled up, and we'll kind of listen in here for some audio. The tow truck has pulled up here at the scene, as we understand it, to tow away the silver Ford Mustang convertible.
Yeah,
this convertible is a key portion of where we are right now in the investigation. Police have confirmed that Brian Laundrie's Mustang, the Ford Mustang, was picked up by the Laundrie family at the Carlton Reserve. Brian's car was at the Laundrie house on Friday night when we were here live at WFLA Now. We were talking specifically about that vehicle. And Northport police have added, of course, that it is possible that Brian might have hurt himself. These are details, of course, that we have been talking about now for some time. But that's where we are now with this story. Now, the Ford Mustang is clearly being towed away here under the guidance here of authorities. Hey, Blood Money, welcome, baby. Search warrant at the household today in Northport, Florida. So that's where we stand right now.
Yeah, he is a coward.
Whether we can answer some of your questions here in the Facebook Live comment section.
He handled it shitty, and so did his parents.
We'll try to do so here, but let's just kind of listen in here. We're just going to take you to the scene here for the raw camera feed and listen into what's going on right now in Northport back in 90 seconds.
I don't know. I think they may be able to find something that, well, like look at Aiden. They had camera footage. Wonder if they have surveillance in their home. I mean, they're going through the digital forensics. You know what I mean? So they didn't get this search warrant for no reason. No worries, Money.
Those of you watching us here on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, our various social media platforms, we're here live outside Brian Laundrie's home, and the silver Ford Mustang convertible is being towed from the driveway under the guidance of the FBI.
Yeah, we're about to watch the school shooting press conference. I have it.
As again,
just trying to see what they're doing here, but we're about to watch
earlier today at the Laundrie household. And there goes the silver Ford Mustang convertible, gone now from the driveway. A vehicle that,
which I think it's safe to say we knew the Mustang was going, right? Hey, Slaying Demons, welcome, baby.
To the Carlton Reserve, where a massive search was underway. That search no longer active. Police reallocating their resources to other ongoing search efforts here in the Tampa Bay area, here across Florida. The search for Brian continues, just not at Carlton Reserve, just because they spent the weekend looking, and based on what they were able to find.
Are y'all ready to watch the press conference about the school shooting? Put a one in the chat.
Going forward right now is to
or do y'all want to watch this for a few more minutes?
Where exactly that is,
it doesn't
it's
look
hard
like
to say, but
happened.
perhaps some of the clues here obtained here during the executed search warrant here today in Northport provides us with with getting a little bit closer to finding answers here as to where Brian might be. This is clearly an extremely active investigation. Developments
Y'all ready for
occurring
the
throughout
press
the day
conference?
here
We
as
can go
far as
back
the
to
search
this in
warrant
just a
being
second.
executed, and now, of course, the Ford Mustang
Okay.
convertible
We'll come back.
that Brian is said
So
to
let
have
me
driven to
pull
the Carlson
up
Reserve,
the press
and that
conference.
was then picked up from
Yeah,
Carlson
they
Reserve
had a
and
press
driven back here to the
conference
home
a
on
second ago.
where it was on Friday night. This is
hold on.
all now developing here at this time, and we're hoping to pass along information here to you. You can clearly see that the rain is coming down here outside of the Northport home, but also too, if we go here full screen, tap the touch screen here, we'll go full screen, and we can show you that this is clearly a significantly less active scene than what we had earlier on today, when we had vehicles pulling right up to the front door of this home to execute that search warrant. And you know, things were being brought in, things were being brought out. Brian's parents were escorted from the home as the search warrant was initially
second,
they were allowed back into the home. So far less activity here now. At the hour, it's approximately 2:41 Eastern.
All right, we'll go back to that. I had the press conference for the school shooting. So let's look at that. I think it said it's like 13 minutes. Let's see.
Right now, Police Chief with Newport News.
I appreciate the respect and everything that you all have given us. There's just a lot of things going on.
This
here.
is a school shooting in
We wanted
Newport.
to get out some message to our community because it matters, right? The most important asset we have is our young people and our youth of this
Whoa,
city.
do I have
our
to
number one goal
speed
is to make
up?
sure that they're
Hold
safe.
on,
That's what
hold
we're doing
on.
right now as we speak. At 11:30, well, I guess I should start.
Sorry,
School
y'all.
superintendent, we've been in constant
Very sorry about
communications
that.
since the incident happened. Chief Johnson, I have Representative Brian Dugan from the FBI, and then we have a plethora of resources. The state police is here, numerous federal agencies are here, and the most impressive thing is the communication working together. But I want to share with you a little bit about what we know. Bear with me, because there's some things that I can't go into, and there's some things that I don't, but I will try to clear up some of the things that the community and concerns that we have going on. Okay. 11:38 today, we responded to a call of a shooting inside here at Heritage High School. Officers responded. Inside, we had, as you imagine, a little bit of chaotic scene. It was to try to get things under control as quickly as we could, locate our shooter, and protect our students. The school has been completely evacuated. We did that with federal resources, and primarily the Newport News Police Department, the Sheriff's Office, and firemen helping us along with paramedics. We transported 4, maybe 5 individuals to area hospitals. 2 are suffering from a gunshot wound.
Wow.
One has been struck in the side of the face area. One has been struck in the lower leg. Both of those shooting victims are 17. I have a male that has been shot in the side of the face and a female that's been shot in the lower leg. The reports I just got from the hospital is neither one are considered life-threatening. And I thank God for that. That is the most important thing. Those 2 individuals, first off. The individual has also been transported that had a sprained or broken arm. I don't want to go too much into that because I'm not sure exactly, but Chief Johnson followed up with that for me. I believe that happened when as individuals were running out of the school, may have fallen on his arm.
Oh,
we'll find more about that. Another individual that had asthma was transported for breathing issues. All right. We're hearing that there may be another that went straight to another hospital, but we know that we only have at this point two shooting victims.
Wow.
Once the school is evacuated, Chief Creswell handled the scene outside along with Chief Johnson, myself and Chief Grinstead with the assets inside. Captain Hires, his precinct, facilitated getting the students out. I will tell you the teachers did an amazing job. Students did an amazing job funneling through. We placed most of them, and Dr. Parker will probably be more elaborate than I am, but to outside the building towards the tennis courts, and he can talk to you a little bit about how we're getting students home. But at this point right now, the FBI and the police department are surgically going through and searching, along with state troopers, are searching every inch of the school. They've given us the master keys. We'll go through and check every room, every hallway, closet, gymnasium, library. I'm not rushing through that. I need to make sure that there's no one else inside that school. We don't believe there's anyone injured. It is very possible and probable we may find a student or a teacher, an employee that didn't answer right away, that might have been scared. It's in a closet or in a locked room. With that, we anticipate that. But that's what we're doing right now, is at least searching to make sure that everything's okay. I really I understand how chaotic it has been for parents to try to figure out what's happened and what's going on. I think the parents have done an amazing job. Family members that have come, I understand that just the uncertainty, is my child okay? So we're trying to get as much information out as we can. I will tell you that there's been some evidence recovered at the scene and in other parts of the school grounds. But I don't want to go into that because there's kind of three components we have working right now. We have our component at the hospital, making sure that our two victims are okay. I need to be constant updated on how they're doing. The second is the tactical exercise that's going on inside the building, making sure that everything is clear and the buildings are safe and we don't have anyone else inside.
It's a high school, Heritage High School.
Trying to find our suspect. There is some footage and some evidence there that we're looking at. We'll be working with the FBI and schools to give us some information, but I'm confident we'll be able to determine who this individual is. The why.
Now, y'all know they just foiled last week a very elaborate middle school potential school shooting. They arrested 2 middle schoolers. I think they were 13 and 14. We talked about it last week. They did tons of research on Columbine. So I hope not, but school shootings, you know, like everything is on the uptick. It's God, like, we just got to do something, man. Like, this is so fucking sad.
And all those things will follow later. We'll find that. But I need to make sure that people are okay. I cannot thank enough Dr. Parker and his staff. They just did a phenomenal job, sir. Chief Johnson and the fire department. I've been in contact with the city manager, Cindy Roth, immediately. So there's a lot of information going. Things are working the way we'd like them to see work. But I do want to, I understand it is a little bit chaotic.
That's funny.
And I understand that families not knowing what's going on with their loved ones. But I just appreciate so much the students and how the faculty and staff have responded, as well as the officers here. I'm going to step out of the way. I don't want to.
The suspect is not in custody?
The suspect is not in custody at this time.
Whoa.
We're trying to put all that together.
Or do you believe that the victims were known to the suspect?
Yes.
On a fight that was going on in the cafeteria?
No, I don't. Because so the reason. So let me.
Wow.
Again, right. Let's just make sure we get accurate information. The most important thing is making sure that everyone's okay. Clearing the school. There's a whole other component of the department looking to see who this individual is and why that happened. We do believe that they knew each other. But until that individual is in custody.
So they did know each other. Suspect has not been in custody. They're not saying if he is a student or not, but they did know each other. So, but he's not saying that. But as of when this was recorded about 30 minutes ago, the shooter was on the loose still. But he's saying securing the school, making sure anybody that's hurt gets out is what's important. So,
you know, when you ask me about a threat, I don't believe this is an individual that is searching community members. I think that there was some type of altercation. But I don't want to speculate on what that is. I don't want to go that until we know for sure. So I want to make sure we don't taint anything.
This is a school shooting we're talking about.
Attorney, as soon as I get to a point where I know that the school is secure, right? So, but remember, there's 3 parts. How our people are doing at the hospital, making sure that the school is clear, and then the investigation part on our suspect and locating and identifying him.
Were the 4 injured students?
Yes. Yes.
Parents still
4 injured students.
I'm going to let Dr. Parker talk a little bit about that. I don't want to get that confused.
Good evening. Under these circumstances, as we're speaking right now, students are being transported home. We have a parent pickup area at the tennis court, and we also have called for early bus pickup. So our buses have already staged and have picked up the remaining students that have not been picked up by their families. So we are reaching out electronically to parents to keep them informed of this situation. And we also want to confirm that all students are at home safely this evening. So we're working out details on how we'll do that. This was very chaotic, but I would say that the police and local authorities handled this matter as best possible to make sure students were safe throughout from the time I arrived. We had the area contained. We allowed parents to pick up students who were on site and put verification processes in place to ensure that students our middle schoolers going home with their actual parents and our guardians. So I
just think he's just going through and answering stuff. I'm going to go back to so 4 students injured. Good grief. Let me see. I'm going to go back to, let's see.
Ford van, of course. We're talking about a Ford utility vehicle of some kind here that is now where the Ford Mustang, the silver Ford Mustang,
I'm bringing it back up over there at the Landry house.
Towed away here from the Laundrie home and under the guidance of the FBI and law enforcement here in Sarasota County. So we're here live monitoring the situation here, and we'll take a closer look.
So they backed up
as
this
to whether or not
van.
they're loading anything into this vehicle. We're also getting
I would say they're
word
probably
of
going to be
documentation
loading
regarding the search warrant that was executed today, the court-authorized search warrant at the Laundrie home. This is all an effort to provide us with more information as to the Gabby Petito story and also the ongoing missing persons case that is Brian Laundrie. Brian Laundrie is still a missing person.
I'm going to mute it for a minute. That way we can chit chat. So I got about 10 minutes. This is the police chief, Steve Drew. Yes. So, 4 injured in the school shooting. They've got in the Laundrie case, they've got this vehicle backed up. They took the Mustang for processing, I assume. So where's Brian? What do his parents know? So did I hear that Brian could have been harmed himself? I mean, he could potentially have harmed himself. He could, be halfway across the world by now. I mean, who knows? His parents say he wasn't seen since Tuesday. They haven't seen him since Tuesday. They only tell authorities this on Friday, right? So, and now we heard yesterday they found her body. So now they're at the house. So very fluid situation. Very fluid. Yeah, it is sheer insanity. Yeah, it is a high school. Yes, it's a high school. Good day. For the school shooting. Man, it's been crazy today. There was actually something else that happened, but I don't even know. I did have a missing persons, but we could speak about her tomorrow. Let's see, Natasha, we don't know. It's people's thoughts. Yeah. So that, yeah, I mean, what the hell's wrong with people? You never know. Yeah, you never know. I know if any of my kids talk about van life, it's not happening because it's apparently very dangerous. But I don't know. I mean, they could have been they could have just been normal 20-somethings and they got stressed out and he snapped. I don't know. Let's see. Why did they tow the Mustang? Because it was Brian's. So I imagine they probably towed it for several reasons, but it was Brian's Mustang. So what do y'all think about Brian's family? Uh-oh, something went on. What do y'all think about Brian's family going to get the Mustang from the park where he went hiking at? What do y'all think about that? So he went hiking. Here, let me unmute that. What are they talking about? Hold on, let me see.
Our neighbors to the west, as far as if you go up around the Florida Panhandle, but of course being so close to.
Okay, they ain't talking about shit. So, what do y'all think about the parents taking the damn Mustang and bringing it back to the house? Completely suspect, if you ask me. Oh, so he went hiking, but you thought it'd be a good idea to take his only means of transportation so he can't get back. Why would they take the Mustang? You me tell you why. I think they took the Mustang is because they could search it before the police got to it, is what I think. But I could totally be wrong. And I'm just a dumb hick behind a computer. They gave him a head start to run. 100%, Nancy, 100%. It is shady. It is completely shady. Listen, let's see, the parents are very sus. They have answers for sure. Brian had contacted them. Sure, I completely agree, Solar, and welcome to the stream. I completely agree. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, something. Nancy, you would think something because you think Tuesday the Mustang was not there for the night. Yeah. Well, and that's what they said. Or, is that just something they told police? Is there footage of the Mustang being there and then them coming and getting it? I mean, that's for the police to know, They apparently went to get it. Yeah, I mean, just like Aiden Fucci in damn Florida. Same Florida. I think it's BS too. What does mom do? She goes and gets his pants. She coaches him in the interrogation room. She washes his bloody clothing. Meanwhile, all on her home footage and in the interrogation room, when did parents let me tell you something. I'm not going down. If my kid, I don't care if it's a minor or not. I'm not going down for you. I'm not going down for you. It's not happening. I am just not. You're going to the jail. I'm going to turn you in myself. Not going down for you.
In the last several minutes, but not as much activity now as there once was.
Okay.
Let's listen in.
It's just rain. What are we listening for?
Thank you. The microphone. I felt it.
If she comes back on the screen, I'll unmute it. But yeah, I think it's crazy. Who drives across country and then lawyered up before they even get their like route? Yeah, right. To me, the parents' involvement now, I could speak on this personally. This dude is on the road. Yeah. I mean, listen, if people would jump up there, let's see, they should have a live stream for the damn interrogation room so people could tell if they're telling the truth or not. I know, right? Well, and really and truly, Solar, we probably shouldn't have privy to any of this, truthfully. I did, if y'all have a couple minutes, I wanted to show y'all this video. I want y'all to tell me what you think. Now, this is another YouTuber just talking about had the parents been arrested. No. Daily Mail come out there with their bold ass and FBI arrests parents as they stormed the home. But no, there have been nothing official that says they've been arrested. Go get him, Steve. Let's see. Put me on the ground like Blue's Clues because I know I'd be on the run, unfortunately. Yeah. I know how. Look for missing people. Let's see. No, the parents have not been arrested. Let's see. If this dude is on the run and they catch him, but he ends up doing so. Oh my God. I know. I was thinking the same thing, Solar. They completely, I mean, they could have surveilled the house. I mean, there's 100 things. And the police, the one guy had the nerve to be mad. And he was like, y'all can't, y'all don't understand. And we couldn't do this because, he's got rights just like we do. You can watch the house. Okay. You can watch the house. There's nothing saying you can't watch the house. There was nothing saying you can't walk in there and lay eyes on this kid. You know what I mean? Why couldn't they at least see him? 24 hours before the parents report his ass missing, right? The chief is on there saying, we know exactly where he's at. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because the parents ain't seen his ass since Tuesday. So, no, you don't. No, you do not. That was a bold-faced lie. He didn't know he was lying, but he was lying.
And zero indication at this time that has anything to do with what's going on, but people have been commenting on social media enough where I felt like it was right to just address those comments, and so we're monitoring that situation right in Mobile, Alabama, and whether or not we can definitively say that it has zero connection.
Hold on.
Hey, yes, I did.
Hold on. I wanted to hear what he was saying about, maybe he's talking about the two missing women or the two women that were murdered.
To be completed before we know more to the story. That process includes a autopsy of the remains that were found that matched Gabby's description, a process that includes the actual execution of the search warrant. So there are processes now that have to come into play here, and they have to be executed properly.
Yeah.
Any shortcuts or any missteps that are taken as far as these very important processes now that are playing out can lead to legal obstacles down the line that could and have in the past with other cases obstructed justice from being served. So we have to be very respectful here to the process. It's not done at a speed that so many of you want it to be conducted at. You want your lightning fast results, but there's a process now that has to play out, and of course, law enforcement here in Florida, and of course the folks in Northwest Wyoming working diligently to do this the right way and try to provide the public with information that can get us closer to finding out exactly
hold on.
where Brian Laundrie is located. It is now pouring here in Sarasota County, outside the Laundrie home here. We were talking about some potential new information coming in. We're awaiting information coming in here, and we were talking about Tillman's Corner, Alabama. We were talking about
well, because it was Brian's
there's
personal
been
car.
Enough
Good day.
Online from people where at least I can address these comments here. Some people commenting regarding Tillman's Corner, Alabama. For those of you unfamiliar with that area of the country, that's the Alabama Gulf.
So, all right, I wanted to show y'all this little video that I came across. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want to play a little bit of it, and I just want to get y'all's thoughts. I do not agree with everything that this woman is saying in this video, but I do agree with some of it. And I would have loved to have seen her put this video out for Summer Wells, but she did not. So, because Summer is actually, you know, a missing, you know, which let me just show you what I'm talking about. And what do y'all think? And this is mainly to mainstream media, but so let me see. This is profiling with Pat Brown. Hopefully, God, she doesn't strike this. You know, I don't know anything about her. I just happened to see this.
Hello, everyone. I'm here today just to do a public service announcement. Yesterday, I got an email and a phone call, and it was from a producer for Newsmax. She asked if I would do a show this morning on Gabby Petito to talk about what happened with Gabby Petito, what I think happened, do a profile analysis. And I turned her down, and I've done work with her before. And as you can see, I've done many shows in my lifetime. I've done over 3,000 appearances on television.
Here, let me go ahead and put this in the chat. That way y'all can.
Television was becoming less and less ethical.
It's a little fast. It's a little fast.
Telling the truth or to discuss things and to inform the public, but it was turning into a very bad entertainment factor, especially with homicide. Murder is not entertainment. We can learn things about murder. We can learn about crimes. Be educated about crimes. I'm doing my YouTube channel to educate people about how
this is
crimes
the video.
Occur, how to analyze the evidence, what the police are doing, what police investigations
Hey,
are
Kara.
about, what criminal profilers do. I don't do one show on a
we listen to that,
Kara.
Kara.
Tons and tons of shows. It's not. I don't milk it. I don't try to draw it out.
Nobody, neither one of their phones they have.
To a case and thinking they can solve it, especially if it is unsolved. They can solve this case, and now they're going to go out to the community. And some of them have gone into community to try to solve cases, and they've interfered with police investigations. They've harassed families, and we see this happening in the Petito case. And that's one reason I turned it down. I'm not going to talk about this case because I have nothing at this point to offer except to add more to the entertainment factor. And if you don't think this case is so huge, it's number one on.
So do y'all hear what she's saying? She's saying she was asked to talk about this. Apparently, she talks about different cases. And Pat Brown, I'm not. I think her name is just Pat Brown. I'm not sure. But y'all go sub up, whatever, watch the video. I dropped the link in the description, or in the chat. But what she's talking about is how, you know, well, the name of the title is PSA, Gabby Petito should not be a reality show. And she also talks about the police cam footage and all that, you know, which I was thinking that too. But there's a lot of things. So Gabby Petito, like, it's taken on all networks, you know, not just YouTube, not just Facebook. As to where Summer Wells, yes, it went nationwide, but this has been like 24-hour news cycle. So that's what she's speaking to, and just like different ways. I don't know. I thought it was an interesting read. I think all cases should be talked about equally, you know, but it's never going to happen.
On Google News. I mean, not the issues of the United States of America, with the world, and all the things that we're dealing with, but one missing person who's theoretically has been found dead at this point. One missing person case is on the top of the news, and YouTube, oh my God, millions and millions and millions of people, because there are millions of views on some of these YouTube channels. Most of them are mass media, so they're like CNN and MSNBC and Fox. And they have like 5 million views.
Yeah, we saw that.
Petito case.
I saw that, Natasha.
There were so many of them, I couldn't even get to the true crime channels who are eating this up. And my subscribers have asked me, I wanted to do the thing on Gabby Petito, and I'm like, why? What are we going to learn at this point? Because I'm going to guess every one of you pretty much knows what happened. They do. I mean, they know what happened. It's been in the news too much, and the basics of it are not like phenomenal. You know, when you have two people who are with each other and they go.
I mean, it's sad. She's like, this is not a big deal. They lead together. One comes back, the other one does not. There's nothing miraculous here. But I mean, I think as far as where the parents come in, I think there's some teachable moments here. Don't be a tool like these parents. Don't be complicit in your kids' fuckery. Okay? No. And everybody's like, well, they can't make him talk. I've seen comments. Parents can't make him talk. They can't make it. Well, they cannot be fucking complicit. They cannot, I'm sorry for the F word. They cannot be complicit, right? They don't have to let him come in their home, right? And they're going to say, if you want to do all that, you could be outside of our home doing that. We don't know anything. We're cooperating. Listen, you need to go forward. You need to tell the police what you know. I mean, those are the things they should have been doing. So people that are like, why is everybody mad at the parents? Why are you more mad at the parents than you are Brian? Well, because who's the parents? Where do you think he learned this not dealing with my actions, behavior?
Off into an isolated place and one of them doesn't come back. We kind of know what happened. It's not a big fat mystery.
No reason for an arrest.
Why it happened, we may never know. And I don't know that we need to know. And this is my whole point, which is why I find all of this so incredibly offensive. These
they
two,
didn't have a reason to arrest him.
Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie were two young people who were a couple and at one point seemed to be in love.
Yeah.
And something bad happened between them. Apparently.
Really, Alex?
It's a tragedy for Gabby's family, and it's a tragedy for Brian's family. It's a tragedy, certainly a tragedy for Gabby, who is probably no longer with us, and for Brian, who may, if he is the one who did something to her, will spend the rest of his life in prison. And both their families are destroyed. When did it become entertainment for us? When did it become that every second of the day we have to hear about this case, that we have to analyze every aspect of it, that we have to watch this girl on video crying and whimpering, and that's going to be part of her, what she leaves behind for her family.
Yeah.
That's what the family knows. The whole world has seen.
I agree with that.
This should have been a police case. The only people that should have seen this video were the police. None of us needed to see this video.
In New
seeing
York,
the video didn't help us do anything. It didn't help us do anything. We're not helping solve this case. The police knew what they were looking at. And they were doing their searches, and they were talking to Brian and his family, doing what they weren't.
She is wrong about that, though. But she is wrong about that, though. They were not talking to Brian, and they were not talking to the parents because the parents completely did not talk. So that is something that I completely, but I agree with what, the overall of what she's saying. But no, police were not talking to the parents. So that's why people were out there. Hey, you need to speak up. But, even us as a public, we got to understand, hey, he still has rights. Even though we don't agree with it, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, my God, get on the bad side of our government and you'll see how much they are about making people talk. We all know about the torture techniques and all that shit. Now, I'm not saying that we need to go back to that. I don't even know what I'm saying exactly, but what I'm saying is he had rights. So, but, that is the reason why people were protesting there. That is the reason why there's such a presence, because it is strange, right? It is a strange story. Something happened. Most people, and the parents, it's a whole nother ick factor. But overall, what she's saying about just media in general being gross, like this whole Summer Wells case, God, I've been so disgusted. I couldn't even and same thing with Gabby. You're not going to see this name in my title. I have not talked about it over here, which is why I'm talking about it today. Monday is a normal stream that I do. So that's why we're talking about it. So, but it's not going to be 24-hour coverage over here. There's plenty other places to get that, but it's not going to be that here. So that being said, I completely agree with a lot of what she's saying here. I mean, seriously.
No reason to. But we're involved. Why are we involved? For entertainment. We're fascinated by it. We're entertained by it. The tragedy of two people and their families is entertainment for us.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Joanne.
It should not be entertainment. It should not be a reality show. There's only one reason there should have been so much media about a particular case. Do you remember this case? The DC snipers? Oh, the DC snipers going around shooting people in my community because I lived in the DC area.
Okay. So the reason that they could not say the van was stolen, for one, even on the police footage, she says, how far do I have to drive? I don't drive very often. The van was in her name. But even right there, that's an admission that she doesn't drive it. He drives it. He could potentially be on the insurance, which more than likely he probably is. I don't know, but I would assume he is. But he had permission to drive it. Without her, with her, he had permission. So that's why he could not be arrested for the van, because he had permission to drive it.
It was terrifying at the time. The media was all over this. They were warning people because we had
people
hiding behind their cars and they were pumping gas. The gas station owner actually put up shields trying to protect his customers from getting shot. The media, especially the local media, should be all over that, and it should be all over the news because that is a public service. That's a public service. It's trying to save lives. And we were trying to get tips.
Yeah.
The police were trying to get tips.
Good
Did you see
point.
Did you see anything funny? Can you?
Good point, Miranda. Miranda says, they kept eyes on Morphew for a year straight. They couldn't keep eyes on him for a week, right? Not only could they not keep eyes on him, they got up there and bold-faced saw. We know exactly where Brian's at. No, we're not going to say where he's at, but we know. Oh, do you know? Oh, do you know? And then had a nerve to be pissed off because the public is outraged. Really? One of these things is not reality. You can't have it both ways.
Do you know who this is who's doing this? They needed to find these people, or at the time they didn't know if it was one person or two.
Right, and she's talking about the DC sniper, like when it's a public concern, yes, I do agree with the bulk of what she's saying, though. Like the Summer Wells case, 24 hours a day, and it's just so. And I'm not saying it doesn't need to be talked about. What I'm saying is like nothing's coming out. You get out, she's missing this, that, and other, but you just making up shit. You're just sitting there making up shit, She probably got the van for him, but in her name because she looked at him and used her. Yeah, Greenie. Welcome to the stream, baby. Oh, y'all make sure you hit the like button. I don't think I've said that at all. If you have to dislike, just hit it twice. It's so super important. You like the Boston bomb? Yeah, like the Boston bomber. I mean, there are reasons why a lot of times the public does need to be, school shootings, things like that. Like the guy's still on the loose, right? 24 hours a day. But this was an actual damn school shooting, and I haven't heard shit about it. Brian Laundrie should be a public concern. I agree. Welcome to the stream. I mean, yeah, people. Yeah, I agree with that. But I've had a lot of people. You heard his mom was former DA. I don't know about that. I've seen that, but I don't know how true it is. Same thing. I've heard his brother is a cop in New York, but I don't have no confirmation on any of that. No confirmation. I have no clue. So, I mean, and they really could just be like, oh no, he's gotten himself, whatever it is, it's the parents that I just think they've all handled this awfully. It's going to be hard for him to disguise himself. He can't cut his hair. Yeah. Imagine if the members of the public find him. Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh my gosh. Brian's mom was wrongly a trooper person law enforcement. Really? So is that confirmed though that she was part of law enforcement? I really don't know. I really just couldn't even tell you. Oh, and now those same channels who hyped all over summer. Let's see. Hold on, let me get back up there. And now those same channels are hyped over summer are silent. Oh no, they're not silent. They're all about the Gabby. They're all about the Gabby. Why? Because it's the next new sensation. But, nobody, and I don't have the right to sit over here and tell people what kind of content they could do. Do what you do. But, yeah, I morally, I just don't agree with some of it, Now, have I been caught up? Oh, 110%. If Evelyn Boswell completely, I didn't have my YouTube channel up. Her case was already, they had already found her remains when I started my YouTube channel for Evelyn. But she is the reason why. She is one of the reasons why. Brand new Unabomber. I'm assuming Murdoch has major law enforcement political pull. Yes. And are y'all interested in the Murdoch case? Somebody asked me about it and I did look into it. So if y'all wanted to this week, we can totally talk about it. It's not going to be burning up over here. And I'm working on, listen, and let me say this to y'all. Any of my subscribers, members, somebody just happens to see this. If you're Native American, I'm diving in on research for Native American laws with children, because our government is really trying to change some laws with Native Americans and custody. So if y'all know anything about this, please let me know, because I'm working on a video about it, because why the fuck is our government in Native American child issues? Why? They have their own separate things. So why do we care all of a sudden? But please send me an email if you know anything about what I'm talking about. The Welfare Act also with Native Americans. If y'all know anything about that, please send me an email. leaveittobeber@gmail.com, because I'm learning and I'm diving in and I'm researching, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Same ending as the movie Alpha Dog. Hey, Jimmy, welcome, baby. Alpha Dog. I've seen this. I've seen that movie. It's got Justin Timberlake. I've seen that movie, but I'm trying to remember the ending. Welcome to the stream, baby. But if y'all do, leaveittobeber@gmail.com, please. I would love to know any information. The public rallying around Gabby while Brian and his parents have to turn their back, show support for Gabby and loved ones. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's awful. What if he never made it back either? And someone inside the family is involved. Did anyone confirm him at the house? Granny, I said the same thing. Has anybody actually seen this guy besides the parents? Like, seriously? You know? But I think too, like, you know, I think people need to treat Gabby's family like they've treated Tristan Bailey. We need to lift them up in prayers, right? We need to make families important again. You know what I mean? Why not go all out for missing children like this girl, Granny? They all need this exact attention. That's why I want to talk about Alicia Navarro. She's still missing. There's so many cases. So, like I said, I wanted to, because everybody's talking about it. This was a normal stream. I have not said anything about Gabby. So we talked about the situation today. And to be honest, there's so many people covering it. What am I really going to add? Nothing. You know what I mean? Y'all want to talk about it, we'll talk about it, but it's not something we're going to do daily. There's tons of other stuff to be going on. Government has been doing crap like that to our natives since the 50s. Well, Miranda, if you know anything, that's what somebody else was telling me. But if y'all have links, anything like that, like I've been looking at it for about a week now. My daughter sent me something about Native American and the rights, and they're really, like, there's a law, they're trying to pass a law, and it's something to do with, they're trying to secure, like, if something happens in a Native American home, they can go to somebody else that's Native American within their tribe. If I come off ignorant, it's because I'm learning, okay? So, like, please don't come for me. I'm actively learning, and I'm asking, like, because I don't know. I'm learning. So, but from my understanding, it's now all of a sudden, you know, that Native Americans are like, no, we want the right for the child to come with another Native American family first. Well, our government is like, no, that's not going to happen. Why the fuck do you care? So please, if y'all have any information, you know, just let me know. Send me links, whatever, you know. They've been doing that here in Canada now for a while. Well, it's wrong, right? It's wrong. Why? Why is our government doing this? Hey, Zealot. Welcome, baby. They are saying Brian's body was found hanging. Oh, God. Don't say that. Oh, God. Well, welcome to the stream, Zealot. If you have any confirmation, you know, I haven't seen that. That's what I was wondering. That it's maybe hiking along Appalachian Trail. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But, all right, guys. I got to go. I'm really behind. I got to be in my kid's school in 2 minutes, but I only live 2 minutes from the school. So, welcome to everybody. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the 4K. Thank you. I had the best community on YouTube. Thank you. If you have any information about the Native American stuff yes, please send it to me. Send it messenger. My links and everything is in the description below too. So email all that. I love y'all. We may go live tomorrow. I'm not sure. But if y'all, please send me any information you have. I'm trying to put together something. Because it's a big deal, right? I just don't exactly know where to look. All right. I love y'all. And I may or may not see y'all tomorrow. We'll play it by ear. All right. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Y'all have a good one.